We are in a collective transformation right now. January's collective reading that I did, all of the readings I've done for January have been just filled with grief. Sobbing, grief, trauma, both in an individual level. We're doing deep healing work. Things, it's like the pimple is popping. Awful, gross things are coming out at us. And I think you can see that manifesting in the collective, and you can see that probably in your own life as well. A lot of people are, or the people around you. So if you're not the one having that, there might be a lot of that happening in people's lives around you, which is true for me. January is really hard. It's a hard month. February, I just was looking at that this weekend. I was looking into February. It's interesting because it's hard right now in this moment to really see. I mean, you have to really separate from what's going on to then look into February clearly and say, okay, what's going on in February? And the thing that I see in February, which is really interesting, and I don't know how this is going to manifest, but I see a lazy river. I see us in the river, all of us coming together. We're floating on these inner tubes and we're floating down the river together. And part of me doesn't even want to tell you that because I'm like, that just seems flippant with what we're experiencing today, right? That we're floating on a lazy river. Like, there's action to be had. There's things to do. This is not a time to be in a lazy river. But I really think it's always important to just pay attention to the message. What's the message say? Not do our own interpretation, because that's where we get the distortion. And what I see is us in this lazy river. I mean, it's a river and we're floating on these inner tubes in this really solid flow. And so I'm like, okay, what is the message here? And what I see is the cohesiveness. It's this flow. We're getting in flow with each other. We're syncing up. We're connecting, we're collaborating. And I was talking about this on a live I did, and someone in the comments said they saw us all holding hands. So we're floating on our own inner tubes, we're floating down this river, so we're in a container, we're like in motion. Together, we're in a unified motion, and we're holding hands. And the other thing about Lazy River, why that imagery, is that it's a gradual motion, right? It's just like it's from our being, we're in motion, there's no urgency, there's no, we're in a container and we're in motion and we're together with other people. Often in a lazy river, you're in a container with strangers and you're kind of connected with them in this experience at that time. So that's the energy of moving into February. Now, when I look at March, I don't want to look too far out of everything because things are in motion and flow. But when I looked at March earlier this month, and I still see it, I saw what I would refer to as a Care Bear stare. I saw us shining our lights and blasting together. So get your Care Bear energy ready for March. There's something happening in March. I would say mid to late March. There's some sort of just like an energetic push of energy, that the collective Care Bear stare energy. Psychic readings, psychic messages are very, right? I mean, I don't know, what does this mean? How will this show up? I don't like to put meaning to it because that normally messes it up. I just like to be like, okay, there's something happening mid to late March. There's a Care Bear stare energy. What does that mean? What does that look like? How would that feel? I also see something happening in June. That one looks more like a flip. What was that? Did you see that on my ceiling? There's nothing happening in this room and it's pitch black and there's nothing out of my window. So I didn't get to catch what happened, but I thought something just happened on my ceiling. Anyways, in late June, early July, around the summer solstice, I see a flip energy. It just looks like it flips. I don't know what that means. What is it? What's flipping? What's that mean? I don't know. These are things I see coming. I also see this week, this is the last week of January, is a bridge to February. The majority of the awful, deep work that we have been in January has happened. And now we're in a bridge energy this next week towards February, and there's a recalibration that's happening. I also want to say we've been jumping timelines a lot in January. There's been a lot of shifting, moving. It felt like spiraling. Time would be fast and then slow, and then this is what I want. No, now this is what I want. No, this is what I want. And it's hard. It was hard to make a decision. It was hard to know what we were doing because we were moving. We were kind of like spinning, and also it felt like a contraction, like that pushing. Another thing I saw was like not pushing, but the contractions of birth is what January felt like. For February, I feel like especially with this image of the water, it's like the flow of coming out, coming through the birth canal, like we're in motion, we're moving together in this one path. There's one path forward and we're moving together in that direction. These are things that I see. I don't know if this is supportive to you, but this is what I'm getting about us as a collective in the next period of time. I'm going to keep talking about collective readings for everyone. I'll also channel messages when they want to come through. So that's what's going on. That's what I see. I invite everybody to join the Great Awakening Collective. We have live events going on all the time, connection circles, places where we share and process together. We learn stuff like on spiritual awakening or awakening topics. We have meditations. Mostly it's just a beautiful community of people who are coming together and want to support each other through this transformation. So if you're interested or looking for that, looking for community or connection or a place to share, a place to learn, come on into the Great Awakening Collective. You can find the link in my bio. And I'm sending you so much love.